Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Erlenberg map, and we've got Samic from Flex Clan, and he's in the Thunderbolt. This is a tier 6 Sherman tank. He's loaded in late to the battle. I think it was taking a call from his bookie, but we'll forgive him that. He hasn't missed much of it. But okay, medium tank in the Erlenberg map. What do you do? Well, it's a bit of a fat medium tank. But we all know the Shermans. Now he's top tier, it's a tier 5, tier 6 game. You can spot there, someone on the hill perhaps. Hasn't spotted anyone, but obviously hasn't taken any damage. Alright, yeah, he's got a few targets here. Now one of the advantages of the Sherman, particularly the Thunderbolts and the Fury, etc., is the DPM, or the rate of fire, I should say, not high alpha gun, but basically smacks that T-24 and sends him back. And now he's got a Panzer IV who's obviously firing the heat shells and not knowing where to aim because he's already bounced one, and that's got a fairly long rate of fire for given the alpha of it, and he manages to polish him off. Churchill 3, pretty dangerous tank, but someone takes him out, so that's pretty handy. Alright, his team's got a bit of a lead already. They've knocked off 5 of the enemy tanks to one of theirs. There goes another one. So this is going to be a battle to get damage out of this game, because it looks like the enemy's melting. So Samic switches places, and can he get anything on these tanks here? He might have to cross the river at this point. Doesn't look like there's anyone on his side. Here we go. He's got a OI who seems to be fairly oblivious that he's being shot in the side. Now we've got a KV1 who's nicely side on to Samic. Again, doesn't aim his shot all that carefully, so he bounces the round, and Samic extracts some damage from him. And here he comes again, nicely side on. Samic going for this drive sprocket, of course. He's got him tracked right now, and he'll keep him in place until he dies. And he picks up a little assisted damage there from the tracking. Now we've got to go to T-25, who's moved up. Samic goes, alright, another target. Just chase him down, and now the Skoda T-25 does have an auto loader, but only a couple of shots, so he's going to just keep pumping damage in. He'll probably take a little bit of damage while he's doing this, but you can just see the rate of fire of the Thunderbolt. And he's taking a bit of damage from various targets here, but as fast as he can get rid of the T-25, the better. He's only on 105 hit points now, but the enemy, again, just only a few targets left. Comet there, Cromwell I should say, and just putting in some nice shots there. Has taken a shot into his tracks, which is handy. Cromwell goes back into hiding, and there's just an A43 on the hill somewhere, which he might just find is his next target. Cromwell's gone, so one more target left. There's the A43 who had the temerity to put a shot into Samic. And here he goes. Oh, he's going to get 3k out of this game. This is pretty outrageous. And yes, he just makes 3k. He gets left on 17 points. That's the end of the battle. Let's go and look at the details. Well, that performance has earned him the high caliber award for the most damage. 3k in a tier 6 battle. That's pretty impressive. Particularly no bots in that game. 3 kills out of that, and the steel wall for blocking over 1k. He's blocked 1.6k, which is pretty impressive for a Sherman tank. And he's also got 600 plus from assisted damage there, so that's just 3.7k of combined damage, which is pretty good for this tier. And that's earned him the Ace Tanker badge. So let's have a look at the team score. Alright, 1451 base experience is pretty decent, and more than double the next damage, which was Scrubber in the Type 64. He's pretty ace in that tank, by the way. but we haven't seen much of Scrubber for a while. And Churchill 4 ended up top EXP, but not by a whole lot. The OI getting the most damage from the enemy team, and then a whole lot of fairly poor performances. And that turns us to the cost of running it. This is a premium tank, but tier 6s don't earn a whole lot. We'll just check this out. 32 shots fired though, that is very impressive. And look at the battle duration, 5 minutes 46 seconds. So getting that number of shots out is just indicative of the rate of fire of the Sherman. Very impressive. 29 hits out of that 32, also really good shooting, 28 pens. He fired predominantly standard ammunition, and he didn't really need to fire much else given the nature of the targets he was shooting at. So 3k on expenses and 3k on ammunition is one of the lowest costs we've seen for a long time. Just the additional expense of the consumables that ran out during the battle, and that's in with a nice tidy little profit of 55k, which for that tier is yeah, about what you expect out of a tier 6 premium. Another great game there from Sandwich, being a bit of a bully though, but look, we'll give him the excuse for that. Always nice to see good gameplay regardless of tier, so hopefully you enjoyed it. I thought it was quite entertaining myself. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.